Anger. It's a powerful emotion that can ignite a fire within us. But if left unchecked, it can burn everything in its path. What if I told you that ancient wisdom holds the key to transforming that fire into a source of strength, clarity, and peace? As the great Buddha once wisely said, "You will not be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger." Today, we're diving into 8 life-changing lessons from the Buddha that will not only help you control your anger, but turn it into a powerful tool for growth. Ready to unlock the secrets of mastering your emotions? Let's begin. 1. Self-reflection is your superpower. Self-reflection is a key tool in managing anger. It involves looking inward to examine our thoughts and emotions. The Buddha taught that by understanding the true sources of our anger, often deeper issues like unmet expectations or past experiences, we can gain control over it. As the great Buddha once said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." This means our thoughts shape our emotions and actions. By regularly reflecting on these, we can identify triggers, address them at their root, and ultimately transform our anger into understanding and calm. 2. Don't allow the comments and attitudes of others to control your life. Anger often arises when we let the words and actions of others affect our inner peace. The Buddha taught that we should not give others the power to control our emotions. When we react impulsively to negativity, we hand over control of our happiness. Instead, by staying composed and not letting external comments dictate our feelings, we protect our well-being. As the great Buddha once said, "You will not be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger." This reminds us that the real harm comes from how we allow anger to impact our lives. By choosing not to react, we maintain our peace and control. 3. The core of anger, beyond ignorance. At the heart of anger often lies ignorance, a lack of understanding of ourselves, others, or the situation at hand. The Buddha taught that anger frequently stems from misunderstandings or false assumptions. When we don't fully grasp a situation, we might react with anger because we feel threatened or frustrated. By seeking knowledge and clarity, we can dispel this ignorance. As the great Buddha once said, "An idea that is developed and put into action is more important than an idea that exists only as an idea." This means that taking the time to understand and learn can transform our perspective, reducing anger and promoting peace. 4. Acknowledge anger as a natural emotion. Anger is a natural human emotion, one that everyone experiences at some point. The Buddha taught that it's important not to deny or suppress our anger, but to acknowledge it as part of the human condition. When we recognize our anger without judgment, we take the first step towards managing it effectively. Denying or repressing anger can often lead to greater emotional turmoil, as these feelings may build up over time and eventually explode in unhealthy ways. By acknowledging anger, we allow ourselves to feel it without letting it dominate our thoughts or actions. This process involves observing our anger with a sense of curiosity and compassion, understanding why we feel this way, what triggered it, and what underlying needs or fears might be involved. As the great Buddha once said, "Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace." This quote emphasizes the power of acknowledging our emotions and responding thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. When we accept our anger, we can channel it into more constructive actions. For example, instead of lashing out, we might express our feelings through calm communication, physical activity, or creative outlets. Acknowledging anger as natural helps us avoid the trap of guilt or shame that often accompanies this emotion. Many people feel guilty for getting angry, believing it reflects poorly on their character. However, by recognizing that anger is a normal response to certain situations, we can approach it with a balanced mindset. This acceptance allows us to respond to anger in ways that are healthy and conducive to personal growth. By acknowledging anger, we gain control over it. We can then choose how to act, whether that means addressing the issue directly, taking time to cool off, or finding a peaceful resolution. This approach not only helps in diffusing the immediate situation, but also contributes to long-term emotional well-being. The practice of recognizing and accepting anger as a natural emotion is a vital step on the path to inner peace and harmony. When we acknowledge anger, we create space for deeper self-understanding. Anger often serves as a signal that something within us needs attention, whether it's an unmet need, a boundary being crossed, or a deeper emotional wound that requires healing. By paying attention to what our anger is trying to tell us, we can gain valuable insights into ourselves and our relationships. This self-awareness can lead to more meaningful personal growth and stronger connections with others. Acknowledging anger allows us to practice self-compassion. Instead of harshly criticizing ourselves for feeling angry, we can treat ourselves with kindness and understanding. We recognize that anger is simply a part of being human, and by embracing it without judgment, we take a crucial step toward healing and transformation. Over time, this practice of self-compassion can reduce the intensity and frequency of anger, leading to a more peaceful and balanced life. By acknowledging and understanding our anger, we can become more empathetic toward others. We realize that everyone experiences anger and that it's often rooted in pain or fear. This awareness can deepen our compassion for others and improve our ability to respond to them with patience and understanding, even in challenging situations. In this way, acknowledging anger not only benefits our own well-being, but also enhances our relationships and contributes to a more harmonious world. 5. Practice forgiveness to free yourself. Forgiveness is one of the most powerful and transformative practices we can embrace on the path to managing anger. The Buddha taught that holding on to anger and resentment is like carrying a heavy burden that weighs us down and prevents us from moving forward. When we refuse to forgive, we allow the actions or words of others to continue harming us long after the initial offense. Forgiveness, therefore, is not just about the other person. It is primarily about freeing ourselves from the chains of bitterness and anger. As the great Buddha once said, holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. This profound insight highlights the self-destructive nature of anger and resentment. When we cling to these negative emotions, we are the ones who suffer. Our minds become consumed with thoughts of revenge, justice, or what could have been done differently. This mental turmoil can lead to stress, anxiety, and even physical health problems as our body responds to the ongoing emotional strain. Forgiveness, on the other hand, is a conscious choice to release this burden. It doesn't mean condoning the actions that caused us harm, nor does it mean forgetting what happened. Instead, forgiveness is about acknowledging the pain and deciding not to let it control our lives any longer. It's about choosing peace over conflict and healing over hurt. Through forgiveness, we reclaim our power and take back control of our emotional well-being. The process of forgiveness can be challenging, especially when the hurt runs deep. It may require time, reflection, and perhaps even repeated efforts before we can truly let go. The Buddha understood this difficulty, which is why he emphasized the importance of compassion, both towards others and ourselves. By cultivating compassion, we can begin to see the humanity in those who have wronged us, recognizing that they too are imperfect beings who may act out of their own pain or ignorance. Forgiveness can be an act of profound self-compassion. When we forgive, we are not only releasing the other person from our anger, but we are also releasing ourselves from the ongoing suffering that anger brings. This act of self-compassion is crucial for our own healing and growth. It allows us to move past the hurt and focus on building a future that is not defined by past wrongs. Forgiveness also opens the door to reconciliation, whether with others or within ourselves. Sometimes the person we need to forgive the most is ourselves, perhaps for mistakes we've made, opportunities we've missed, or for allowing ourselves to be hurt. Self-forgiveness is a powerful act of liberation, freeing us from guilt and shame and allowing us to move forward with a lighter heart. As we forgive ourselves, we become more capable of extending that same grace to others, fostering healthier and more compassionate relationships. Practicing forgiveness can lead to a deeper understanding of the nature of suffering. The Buddha taught that all beings experience suffering in some form, and that this shared experience can be a source of empathy and connection. When we forgive, we tap into this universal truth, recognizing that everyone, including ourselves, is on a journey of growth and healing. This understanding can soften our hearts, making it easier to forgive and to let go of the anger that keeps us locked in suffering. Forgiveness is also an essential component of inner peace. By letting go of anger and resentment, we create space for peace, love, and joy to enter our lives. The energy that was once consumed by negative emotions can now be directed towards positive pursuits, such as personal growth, relationships, and creativity. This shift not only enhances our own well-being, but also radiates outward, contributing to a more peaceful and harmonious world. Forgiveness is a gift we give to ourselves. It is a powerful tool that allows us to break free from the cycle of anger and hurt and to move towards a life of greater peace, compassion, and joy. The Buddha's teachings remind us that while the journey of forgiveness may be difficult, it is also one of the most rewarding paths we can take. By practicing forgiveness, we open our hearts to healing and transformation, freeing ourselves from the past and embracing the present with a sense of peace and possibility. 6. Use mindfulness to channel your anger. Mindfulness is one of the most effective tools for managing and transforming anger. The Buddha taught that mindfulness, the practice of being fully present and aware of our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings, can help us observe our emotions without becoming overwhelmed by them. When we practice mindfulness, we develop the ability to notice anger as it arises, rather than being swept away by it. This awareness creates a space between the emotion and our response, allowing us to choose how we want to act, instead of reacting impulsively. As the great Buddha once said, "Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment." This quote captures the essence of mindfulness. By focusing on the present moment, we free ourselves from the regrets of the past and the anxieties of the future, two common triggers of anger. When we are fully present, we can experience our emotions without letting them dictate our actions. Mindfulness teaches us to observe our anger, understand its source, and then decide on a thoughtful and measured response. One of the key aspects of mindfulness is non-judgmental awareness. This means observing our anger without labeling it as good or bad, but simply acknowledging that it is there. This approach can be incredibly liberating because it allows us to accept our feelings without adding layers of guilt or shame. Instead of thinking, "I shouldn't be angry," we learn to say, "I am feeling angry right now and that's okay." This acceptance is the first step toward managing our anger constructively. Mindfulness also encourages us to explore the physical sensations that accompany anger. Often, anger manifests in our bodies as tension, a racing heart, or shallow breathing. By bringing our attention to these sensations, we can start to calm ourselves physically, which in turn helps to calm our minds. Techniques such as deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, or even mindful walking can be powerful ways to dissipate the physical energy of anger before it spirals out of control. Another powerful aspect of mindfulness is its ability to reveal the underlying thoughts and beliefs that fuel our anger. Through mindful observation, we might notice that our anger is often tied to thoughts like, "This is unfair," or "I'm not being respected." By recognizing these thought patterns, we can begin to challenge them. Are these thoughts really true? Are there alternative ways to view the situation? This kind of inquiry can help us to shift our perspective, reducing the intensity of our anger. Mindfulness helps us to recognize that our emotions, including anger, are transient. They arise, stay for a while, and then pass away. This understanding can be incredibly empowering because it reminds us that we don't have to act on every feeling that comes up. We can simply observe it, knowing that it will eventually fade. This realization can prevent us from making hasty decisions or saying things in the heat of the moment that we might later regret. Mindfulness also fosters empathy and compassion, both towards ourselves and others. When we are mindful, we are more likely to recognize the suffering that underlies our anger and the anger of others. This awareness can soften our hearts, making it easier to respond with kindness rather than aggression. We start to see that everyone is doing the best they can with the tools they have, and that often anger is a cry for help or a sign of inner pain. Mindfulness encourages us to stay connected to our values, even when we are angry. It helps us to remember what is truly important to us, whether that's maintaining healthy relationships, acting with integrity, or preserving our peace of mind. By staying grounded in our values, we are less likely to be swayed by fleeting emotions and more likely to respond in ways that align with our true selves. The practice of mindfulness can lead to long-term changes in how we relate to anger. Over time, as we become more skilled at observing and managing our emotions, we may find that anger arises less frequently and with less intensity. We might become more patient, more understanding, and more resilient in the face of challenges. This transformation doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent practice, mindfulness can fundamentally change our relationship with anger, leading to a more peaceful and balanced life. Using mindfulness to channel anger is not about suppressing or ignoring our emotions. Rather, it is about embracing them with awareness and compassion, and choosing to respond in ways that promote peace and understanding. The Buddha's teachings remind us that by staying present and mindful, we can transform anger from a destructive force into an opportunity for growth and healing. 7. Elevate your life with the power of gratitude. Gratitude is a transformative force that has the power to elevate every aspect of our lives, including our ability to manage anger. The Buddha emphasized the importance of gratitude as a means of shifting our focus from what we lack or what has gone wrong to appreciating the abundance and goodness that already exists in our lives. When we practice gratitude, we cultivate a mindset of contentment and positivity, which can significantly reduce feelings of anger and resentment. Anger often arises from a sense of lack or a feeling that something has been taken from us, whether it's our time, respect, or a cherished opportunity. When we're caught up in these negative emotions, it's easy to lose sight of the many blessings we still have. The Buddha's teachings encourage us to regularly reflect on the positive aspects of our lives, no matter how small they may seem. This practice of gratitude helps to reframe our perspective, allowing us to see the bigger picture and recognize that our lives are filled with moments of joy, love, and connection. As the great Buddha once said, "Let us rise up and be thankful, for if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little. So let us all be thankful." This quote beautifully captures the essence of gratitude. It's about finding something to be thankful for in every situation, even in our challenges. When we make a conscious effort to appreciate the good in our lives, we create a buffer against anger. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong or what we wish had happened differently, we focus on what we have to be grateful for, which fosters a sense of inner peace and resilience. Gratitude also has a profound effect on our relationships. When we express gratitude towards others, it strengthens our connections and fosters a sense of mutual respect and appreciation. This positive dynamic can prevent misunderstandings and conflicts from escalating into anger. By regularly acknowledging the kindness, support, and efforts of those around us, we create an environment where anger has less room to take root. Instead, our relationships are nourished by appreciation and understanding, leading to greater harmony and less conflict. Practicing gratitude can lead to significant changes in our mental and emotional health. Numerous studies have shown that people who regularly practice gratitude experience lower levels of stress, anxiety, and depression. This is because gratitude shifts our focus away from negative thoughts and feelings, promoting a more positive and optimistic outlook on life. When we're less burdened by stress and negativity, we're less likely to react with anger when things don't go our way. Instead, we approach challenges with a calmer, more balanced mindset. Gratitude also encourages us to live in the present moment. Anger often stems from dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Whether it's holding on to past grievances or fearing that something will go wrong, the practice of gratitude, however, anchors us in the present. It reminds us to appreciate what we have right now rather than fixating on what we lack or what might happen. This focus on the present can diminish the intensity of our anger as we become more mindful of the good that surrounds us in each moment. Gratitude can be a powerful tool for self-compassion. Often, we are our own harshest critics, which can lead to anger directed inward. By practicing gratitude towards ourselves, acknowledging our strengths, efforts, and achievements, we can soften this inner criticism and replace it with kindness and understanding. This self-compassion reduces the likelihood of turning our frustrations inward, helping us maintain a more balanced and forgiving attitude towards ourselves. Gratitude is also closely linked to the concept of abundance. When we focus on what we're grateful for, we recognize the richness of our lives. This sense of abundance can counteract the feelings of scarcity that often fuel anger. Instead of feeling that something is missing or that we've been deprived, we realize that we have enough and that we are enough. This shift in perspective can be incredibly liberating, freeing us from the need to compare ourselves to others or to constantly strive for more. The practice of gratitude fosters a sense of humility. It reminds us that much of what we have, whether it's our health, relationships, or opportunities, is a result of contributions from others and the world around us. This awareness can reduce the sense of entitlement that often leads to anger when our expectations are not met. Instead, we approach life with a sense of appreciation and acceptance, which can help us navigate disappointments and challenges with grace. Strengthen self-control for a more balanced life. Self-control is a cornerstone of emotional intelligence and personal growth, playing a crucial role in managing anger and maintaining a balanced life. The Buddha taught that developing self-control is not about suppressing our emotions or desires, but about cultivating the wisdom and discipline to respond to life's challenges in a thoughtful and measured way. In a world full of distractions and provocations, strengthening self-control is key to navigating life with grace and resilience. At its core, self-control is the ability to regulate our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors in the face of temptations, impulses, or stress. When it comes to anger, self-control helps us pause before reacting, giving us the space to choose a response that aligns with our values rather than being driven by raw emotion. The Buddha emphasized that by mastering our minds, we can prevent negative emotions like anger from controlling us. As the great Buddha once said, "It is a man's own mind, not his enemy or foe, that lures him to evil ways." This insight reminds us that our true challenges often lie within, and that self-control is the key to overcoming them. Strengthening self-control begins with self-awareness. By regularly reflecting on our thoughts and actions, we can identify patterns and triggers that lead to anger. This awareness is the first step towards change, as it allows us to catch ourselves before we fall into old habits. For example, if we notice that certain situations or people tend to provoke us, we can prepare ourselves mentally and emotionally, deciding in advance how we want to respond. This proactive approach can help us maintain our composure and avoid the regrets that often follow impulsive reactions. Self-control is closely tied to mindfulness, the practice of being fully present and aware of our experiences without judgment. Mindfulness helps us observe our emotions as they arise without immediately acting on them. When we're mindful, we can acknowledge our anger without letting it dictate our behavior. This gives us the opportunity to choose a more constructive response, such as taking a deep breath, stepping away from the situation, or communicating our feelings calmly. Over time, mindfulness and self-control reinforce each other, creating a powerful cycle of awareness and intentionality. Another important aspect of self-control is patience. The Buddha often spoke of patience as a virtue that protects us from the harm of anger and other destructive emotions. Patience is the ability to endure difficult situations without losing our cool, to wait for the right moment to act, or to accept that some things are beyond our control. When we practice patience, we allow ourselves the time and space to process our emotions and to respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. This not only helps in managing anger, but also contributes to overall mental and emotional well-being. Self-control also involves setting boundaries, both with ourselves and with others. This means recognizing our limits and not putting ourselves in situations that are likely to trigger anger or other negative emotions. It also means being assertive in communicating our needs and expectations and not allowing others to push us beyond our comfort zones. By setting and respecting boundaries, we protect our emotional health and reduce the likelihood of situations escalating into anger. Discipline is another key component of self-control. Discipline is the practice of consistently making choices that align with our long-term goals and values, even when it's difficult. When it comes to managing anger, discipline might involve regular practices like meditation, journaling, or physical exercise, all of which can help regulate emotions and build resilience. It might also involve avoiding known triggers, seeking support from friends or mentors, or practicing techniques like deep breathing or visualization to calm the mind. Through discipline, we strengthen our ability to choose how we respond to challenges, rather than being driven by immediate emotional reactions. Self-control is closely linked to the concept of delayed gratification, the ability to resist the temptation of an immediate reward in favor of a larger long-term benefit. In the context of anger, this might mean resisting the urge to lash out in the moment, knowing that doing so would only create more problems in the long run. Instead, we might choose to take a step back, cool down, and address the issue when we're feeling more balanced and clear-headed. This ability to delay gratification not only helps in managing anger, but also in achieving greater success and satisfaction in various areas of life. Building self-control is a gradual process, one that requires practice and persistence. It's important to be patient with ourselves as we develop this skill, recognizing that setbacks are a natural part of the journey. The Buddha's teachings remind us that every effort we make towards greater self-control is a step towards a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Over time, as we strengthen our self-control, we find that we are less reactive, more resilient, and better equipped to handle the ups and downs of life with equanimity. Self-control contributes to a more balanced life by helping us maintain harmony in our relationships. When we can control our anger and other strong emotions, we are better able to communicate effectively, resolve conflicts peacefully, and build stronger, more positive connections with others. This not only enhances our personal and professional relationships, but also contributes to our overall happiness and well-being. Self-control is the foundation of a balanced and fulfilling life. It empowers us to navigate challenges with wisdom and grace, to maintain our inner peace amidst external chaos, and to build a life that reflects our highest values and aspirations. The Buddha's teachings on self-control remind us that while the journey may be challenging, the rewards are profound: greater peace, happiness, and harmony, both within ourselves and in our relationships with others. As we've journeyed through these 8 Buddha lessons on controlling anger, it's clear that managing this powerful emotion is not about suppressing it, but transforming it. Each lesson, from self-reflection to strengthening self-control, offers a unique path towards greater peace and understanding. The Buddha's wisdom reminds us that anger is a natural part of being human, but it doesn't have to control us. By practicing mindfulness, compassion, gratitude, and forgiveness, we can navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. Remember, the path to mastering anger is a lifelong journey, one that requires patience, persistence, and self-compassion.
The reason why you wake up between 3 and 5 in the morning. Buddhist teachings, the Buddha once said, "Every morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most." Do you often find yourself waking up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m.? This might seem like just a coincidence, but have you ever wondered if there's a deeper meaning behind it? In this video, we'll uncover the profound reasons why you might be waking up at these specific hours. Through the lens of Buddhist teachings, we'll explore how these early morning awakenings can be a powerful gateway to spiritual awakening and self-discovery. Stay with us, because what you learn today might just transform your understanding of these mysterious moments. Before we dive deeper, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to the Journey of Wisdom and hit the notification bell to stay informed about our latest insights. Number 1. The reason you wake up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. In an ancient Buddhist monastery nestled in the serene mountains of Tibet, there lived a monk named Cairo, who was well known for his profound wisdom. His teachings on mindfulness and compassion attracted disciples from distant lands, all eager to learn from his insights. One evening, as the sky transformed into a canvas of red and gold hues, Cairo gathered his disciples in the main hall to address a question that had been posed to him many times. Why do some people frequently wake between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., while others sleep uninterrupted? Are these awakenings mere coincidences, or do they carry a deeper significance? "My dear disciples," Cairo began with a gentle tone, "today we will delve into the phenomenon of nighttime awakenings and explore their connection to Eastern medicine and Buddhist teachings." Cairo explained that according to Eastern medicine, these nighttime awakenings are closely linked to the body's energy meridians and their impact on our well-being. He elaborated on how each hour of the night corresponds to a specific organ or bodily system, and how Eastern medicine interprets these awakenings as indicators of energetic or emotional imbalances that need attention and care. For instance, waking up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. is connected to the lungs and the emotions of sadness. This may suggest the need to address deep-seated emotional wounds, enabling the free flow of vital energy. The disciples listened intently, contemplating how these teachings could be applied to their own lives. One of them inquired, "Master, how can we understand nighttime awakenings through the lens of Buddhist wisdom?" Cairo, with a knowing smile, appreciated the deep curiosity of his students. "In Buddhism," he responded, "every moment, whether day or night, is an opportunity for mindfulness and compassion. Nighttime awakenings provide a unique chance to explore our mental and emotional states without the distractions of the day." He then recounted stories of ancient Buddhist masters who had used meditation and contemplation to transform their nighttime awakenings into moments of profound understanding of the human mind and spirit. According to the Buddha, waking up at night can be seen as an invitation to cultivate mindfulness and compassion towards ourselves and others. Cairo explained it is a time to embrace our experiences without judgment, allowing our inner wisdom to guide us on our journey towards spiritual awakening. The disciples, filled with gratitude, were deeply inspired by the intricate connection between Eastern medicine and Buddhist wisdom that their master had revealed. "Remember," Cairo advised, "that each night of wakefulness is an opportunity to grow, learn, and connect with the deepest aspects of ourselves. Cherish these moments of awareness, for they are precious gifts on the path to spiritual fulfillment." He then encouraged his disciples to consider how different aspects of life might be affected by nighttime awakenings, urging them to analyze themselves and others more effectively. The stress and anxiety accumulated throughout the day can manifest as waking up during the hours between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. This is because during this time, the body naturally releases spikes of cortisol, the stress hormone. If these levels are already elevated due to daily worries, you may experience nighttime awakenings. In such cases, practices like meditation, deep breathing, and muscle relaxation can help reduce stress and promote more restful sleep. Cairo suggested making it a habit to meditate for at least 10 minutes before going to bed, preparing oneself for a peaceful night's rest. Waking up during these hours is associated with the lungs in Chinese medicine and with sadness in Eastern psychology, possibly indicating unresolved emotions like grief, loss, or loneliness. Confronting and accepting these emotions is crucial for inner healing. Cairo advised practicing mindfulness and exploring these emotions through journaling or therapy to help understand and integrate these experiences. He emphasized the importance of working through negative events to achieve inner peace and emotional balance. As Cairo gazed into the eyes of his disciples, he continued, "In Eastern spiritual traditions, the early morning hours are considered a sacred time for connecting with the divine and engaging in spiritual practices. The stillness and silence of this period make it easier to immerse oneself in meditation, prayer, or deep contemplation." He urged his disciples to consider that many people wake up at these hours precisely because their deeper self needs to connect with the divine. Many spiritual practitioners find that waking specifically between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. offers a unique opportunity to experience heightened presence and spiritual awareness, opening the door to profound insights and spiritual realizations. Cairo went on to explain these nighttime awakenings can also be seen as indicators of an inner process of transformation and personal growth. During these hours, the subconscious mind may become more active, bringing hidden emotions, thoughts, and desires to the surface. This is an ideal time to delve deeply into your psyche and identify what changes or transformations are necessary to live a more authentic and meaningful life. However, Cairo cautioned that some nighttime awakenings might be attributed to physical conditions such as acid reflux, insomnia, sleep apnea, or liver problems. These disorders can disrupt sleep and cause frequent awakenings during these hours. While Eastern medicine offers various remedies for these conditions, Cairo advised consulting a doctor to address any potential physical issues. Treating the root cause of these ailments can improve sleep quality and enhance emotional and overall well-being. As his disciples listened intently, Cairo introduced another important aspect. The period from 3 to 5 a.m. is also considered a time when the unconscious mind may communicate significant messages through dreams and awakenings. He explained that this theory is supported by both ancient Zen wisdom and the analytical psychology of Carl Gustav Jung. These messages may be symbolic or intuitive, providing valuable insights into our inner lives, relationships, or the challenges we face. Cairo recommended keeping a dream journal or practicing meditation before bed to capture and interpret these unconscious messages. By writing them down as soon as you wake up, you can remember and utilize them in your personal growth journey. Cairo also mentioned that according to Eastern tradition, another reason some people wake up during these hours is due to the natural rhythms of the universe. The early morning hours are believed to be a time when vital energy is concentrated and flows more freely. Waking up during this period might indicate alignment with these natural cycles or the need to adapt to them to promote health and well-being. Engaging in practices like yoga, tai chi, or meditation can help harmonize the body, mind, and spirit with the rhythms of nature. So, my dear ones, Cairo encouraged, consider incorporating these practices into your daily routine. One disciple asked, "Master Cairo, should we be concerned if we frequently wake up at these hours?" Cairo responded with kindness, "My dear ones, rather than viewing these awakenings as a cause for concern, consider them a precious opportunity to explore the depths of your mind, spirit, and body. If an awakening suggests a physical issue, take it as a sign that you need to address it. If it has a spiritual significance, recognize it as a prompt to work on that aspect of yourself," he concluded. Remember, through the lens of Easter wisdom and sincere compassion, learn to welcome these moments as gifts along the path of life. Each nighttime awakening invites you to greater awareness and understanding of yourself and the world around you. Instead of resisting or ignoring these awakenings, embrace them with kindness and openness, allowing them to light your way to spiritual fulfillment. The best approach, Cairo advised, is to create a space of tranquility and reflection before bed, enabling your mind and body to fully relax. Practices such as meditation, deep breathing, or reading inspiring texts can prepare you for a deeper, more restful sleep. And when you wake up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., seize the opportunity to explore your inner self and connect with your deepest essence. Have you ever found yourself waking up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m.? If so, do you believe it could be a sign of something deeper? Comment yes if you agree, or share your thoughts below. Number 2. What to do when you wake up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. Waking up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. is often the quietest time of the day. From a Buddhist perspective, this is an ideal time to engage in activities that help bring balance and calm to both the mind and body. Here are some suggestions. 1. Meditation. When you find yourself awake between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., consider it a rare opportunity rather than a disturbance. This time, often referred to as the Brahma Muhurta in Buddhist teachings, is considered an ideal period for meditation and reflection. The world around you is still. The hustle and bustle of daily life has not yet begun. This tranquil atmosphere provides the perfect setting to turn inward and connect with your deeper self. During these early hours, your mind is naturally more attuned to the subtleties of introspection, free from the distractions that typically cloud your thoughts during the day. In this peaceful state, find a comfortable space in your home where you can sit quietly, close your eyes, and begin by focusing on your breath, a simple yet profound practice that forms the cornerstone of many meditation techniques. As you inhale and exhale, let go of the tension in your body and allow your mind to settle into a state of calm. The rhythmic flow of your breath can serve as an anchor, guiding you back to the present moment whenever your mind starts to wander. In these moments of stillness, you may find that your thoughts are clearer, your emotions more balanced, and your connection to your true self more profound. It is said that the quieter you become, the more you can hear, a quote attributed to the Buddhist monk Ajahn Chah, which perfectly encapsulates the essence of this early morning meditation. This practice is not just about quieting the mind, it is about creating space within yourself to listen to the wisdom that often gets drowned out by the noise of daily life. By embracing this sacred time for meditation, you are not only refreshing your energy for the day ahead, but also laying the foundation for a more mindful and intentional life. In the modern world, where stress and anxiety are common companions, starting your day with meditation can be a powerful antidote. It equips you with a sense of inner peace that can carry you through the challenges of the day, making you more resilient to external pressures. The benefits of meditation are well documented, from reducing stress to improving focus and emotional well-being. But beyond these tangible benefits, meditation at this time of day offers something more profound, a connection to your inner self, and a deeper understanding of your place in the world. As you continue to breathe deeply, you might reflect on the words of the Buddha, "Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without." This reminder serves to reinforce that the serenity and clarity you seek are already within you, waiting to be discovered through the simple act of sitting in silence. Moreover, by dedicating this time to meditation, you are setting a tone of mindfulness and presence that can permeate the rest of your day. You are training your mind to be more aware, more focused, and more in tune with the present moment, which is a skill that will serve you well in all aspects of life. In a world that is constantly pulling us in different directions, this practice of early morning meditation becomes a grounding force, helping you stay centered amidst the chaos. For those who are new to meditation, this might seem challenging at first, but remember that meditation is not about achieving perfection. It is about practice, patience, and persistence. Each time you sit down to meditate, you are making a commitment to your well-being, to your peace of mind, and to your spiritual growth. With time, you will find that this practice becomes a natural and integral part of your daily routine. As you continue to meditate in the early hours of the morning, you will begin to notice subtle but powerful changes in your life. Your mind will become sharper, your emotions more balanced, and your overall sense of well-being will improve. You will find that you are better equipped to handle the stresses of daily life, and you will be able to approach challenges with a calm and clear mind. This is the true power of meditation. It transforms not just your mornings, but your entire life. So the next time you find yourself awake at 3 or 5 a.m., instead of tossing and turning in bed, take it as an opportunity to meditate. Embrace the stillness of the early morning and allow yourself to experience the profound peace and clarity that comes with this practice. 2. Yoga or gentle exercises. When you find yourself waking up between 3 and 5 a.m., it might be a sign that your body and mind are calling out for deeper attention and care. A sacred time that, according to Buddhist teachings, is often associated with heightened spiritual energy. This is an ideal moment to engage in practices that align your physical and mental well-being, starting with gentle yoga or stretching exercises. Yoga, with its deep roots in ancient traditions, not only helps in making your body more flexible, but also serves as a powerful tool to awaken and circulate the positive energy that resides within you. Imagine beginning your day by gently stretching your limbs, allowing each movement to be a mindful connection between your body and your spirit. This practice not only prepares you physically for the challenges of the day, but also mentally, as it fosters a sense of calm and balance that can carry you through even the most stressful situations. The Buddha himself emphasized the importance of mindfulness in every action, and yoga is a practice that embodies this principle. As you move through each pose, focus on your breath, the feeling of your muscles stretching, and the quieting of your mind. This act of mindfulness in movement can be profoundly transformative, turning a simple exercise into a spiritual ritual that grounds you in the present moment. Just as a snake sheds its skin, we must shed our past over and over again, said the Buddha, reminding us that every day is a new opportunity to start afresh, to let go of the burdens of the past, and to embrace the present with open arms. Yoga or gentle exercises at this early hour can help you shed not just the physical stiffness of sleep, but also the mental and emotional tensions that may have accumulated. Moreover, these early morning exercises can function as a form of moving meditation, where focusing on your body's movements becomes a way to clear your mind. This is especially important between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. By engaging in yoga or gentle exercises during this time, you are essentially tuning your body and mind to the universe's higher frequencies, aligning yourself with the natural rhythm of life. This synchronization can lead to a day filled with positive energy, clarity, and purpose. As you practice, consider the words of Thich Nhat Hanh: smile, breathe, and go slowly. This simple yet profound advice is perfect for your morning routine. A smile as you stretch can uplift your mood. Mindful breathing can center your thoughts, and moving slowly allows you to appreciate each moment, turning a routine exercise into a celebration of life itself. Reflect on these questions as you move through your morning routine, allowing each stretch to be a meditation in itself. The practice of yoga or gentle exercises not only prepares your body for the day ahead, but also sets the tone for how you approach life's challenges. In this quiet time before the world fully awakens, you have the opportunity to cultivate inner peace, clarity, and strength that will ripple through every aspect of your day. So, next time you find yourself waking up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., instead of worrying about why you're awake, consider it a blessing, an invitation to engage in a practice that nurtures your body, mind, and spirit. Remember, as the Buddha said, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. By starting your day with positive energy through yoga or gentle exercises, you are not only shaping your day but also shaping the person you wish to become. How will you choose to start your day tomorrow? Will you take this opportunity to create a peaceful, purposeful beginning, or will you let it slip by? The choice is yours, and it begins with a single mindful stretch. If you've watched up to this point, you're already on the path to unlocking the deeper spiritual meaning behind waking up between 3 and 5 in the morning. Comment below with awakened insight to affirm your commitment to understanding these profound teachings. Don't go anywhere. There's still so much more wisdom to explore in this video. Stay until the end to uncover the secrets that will help you connect with your true inner peace and spiritual growth. 3. Journaling. Waking up between 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. is often referred to as the hour of the soul, a sacred time when the world is still and your mind is free from the noise and distractions of daily life. It's during these hours that the subconscious mind is most active and your inner self is most accessible. One powerful practice you can adopt during this time is journaling, a habit that has been cherished for centuries across various spiritual traditions, including Buddhism. By putting pen to paper, you allow your thoughts, feelings, and goals to flow freely, giving them a tangible form. This act of writing is not just about documenting your day, but about connecting with your inner self, setting intentions, and clearing your mind for the day ahead. As the Buddha wisely said, "With our thoughts, we make the world." Journaling allows you to harness this power of thought, turning the abstract into the concrete, the potential into the actual. Journaling in the early morning hours can be a deeply meditative process. It's a time when your mind is naturally more reflective and your thoughts are less influenced by the external world. This is why many spiritual teachers, including those in the Buddhist tradition, emphasize the importance of early morning practices. When you write down your thoughts, you are engaging in a conversation with your inner self, exploring your true desires, fears, and aspirations. This self-dialogue is crucial for self-awareness and personal growth. It's like holding up a mirror to your mind, allowing you to see your innermost thoughts more clearly. The Dalai Lama once said, "The purpose of our lives is to be happy, and happiness begins with understanding yourself and your mind." Journaling helps you achieve this understanding by providing clarity and focus, enabling you to start your day with a positive mindset. Moreover, journaling at this hour can also serve as a powerful tool for setting and manifesting your goals. By writing down what you wish to achieve, you are not only defining your objectives but also committing them to memory and making them more real. This is akin to planting seeds in the fertile soil of your mind, which, when nurtured with action and intention, will grow into the fruits of your efforts. In modern life, where distractions are plenty and our minds are constantly pulled in different directions, journaling acts as an anchor, keeping you grounded in your true purpose. As the Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh reminds us, the present moment is filled with joy and happiness. If you are attentive, you will see it. Through journaling, you cultivate this attentiveness, becoming more mindful of the present and more deliberate in your actions. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to wake up and immediately dive into the chaos of the day, checking emails, scrolling through social media, or rushing to get ready for work. However, taking the time to journal before any of these activities sets a tone of calm and control for the rest of the day. It's a way of saying, I choose how my day begins, rather than letting the outside world dictate your mood and mindset. This practice, though simple, can have profound effects on your mental and emotional well-being. It gives you the opportunity to process your emotions, reflect on your experiences, and align your actions with your values. The Buddha taught that peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Journaling is a practical application of this teaching, as it encourages you to find that peace within yourself each morning. Furthermore, journaling can also help you track your progress over time, both in terms of your goals and your personal growth. By regularly writing down your thoughts and reviewing them, you gain insight into your patterns of thinking and behavior. This can be incredibly empowering, as it allows you to identify areas where you might be holding yourself back and to celebrate the areas where you have grown. It's a way of holding yourself accountable and staying true to your path. As you continue this practice, you will likely notice that your mornings become more purposeful, your days more focused, and your life more aligned with your true desires. Remember the words of Confucius. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Journaling is one of those small stones that, over time, can help you move mountains in your life. In conclusion, waking up between 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. offers you a unique opportunity to connect with your inner self through the practice of journaling. This simple act of writing can transform your mindset, clarify your goals, and set a positive tone for the day ahead. It's a practice rooted in the wisdom of Buddhist teachings and one that can have a profound impact on your life. By making journaling a part of your morning routine, you are not only nurturing your mind and spirit, but also taking an active role in shaping your destiny. 4. Reading or chanting scriptures. When you find yourself waking up between 3 a.m. to 5 a.m., a time often referred to as the Brahma Muhurta, it's essential to recognize that this is a sacred time in many spiritual traditions, especially in Buddhism. This early morning period is believed to be when the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds is thinnest, offering you a unique opportunity to connect with your innermost self and the universe. At this time, your mind is still, the world around you is quiet, and there is a profound sense of peace that you can tap into. One powerful practice to consider during these early hours is reading or chanting Buddhist scriptures. This act is more than just recitation. It is a way to align your thoughts and intentions with the deep wisdom of the Buddha. By engaging with these sacred texts, you immerse yourself in teachings that have guided millions for centuries, allowing them to bring serenity and clarity to your mind. The scriptures serve as a bridge between your everyday worries and the timeless truth that the Buddha imparted. When you chant or read these scriptures, you are not merely reciting words, you are invoking the essence of the teachings into your life. Imagine the words flowing through you, cleansing your mind of distractions and filling your heart with compassion and understanding. As the Buddha once said, "Just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live." Without a spiritual life, by embracing this practice, you are nurturing your spiritual life, allowing the light of wisdom to burn brightly within you. This is not a ritual to rush through, but a moment to savor, where each verse can bring you closer to enlightenment. You may find that the peace you feel during this time extends throughout your day, helping you face challenges with a calm and centered mind. Have you ever wondered why certain teachings resonate more deeply when you engage with them during the early morning? It is because your soul is most receptive at this time, open to absorbing the spiritual insights that can guide you on your path. By making this a regular practice, you build a foundation of peace that strengthens your connection to the Dharma, helping you to navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease. Moreover, chanting or reading scriptures at this hour can also be a form of meditation, allowing you to focus your mind and quiet the incessant chatter that often fills our thoughts. This focused state is where true insight and understanding can arise, leading you to profound realizations about your life and the nature of existence. But what is it about the early morning that makes it so conducive to spiritual practice? Perhaps it is the stillness, the absence of distractions, or the purity of the time itself. Whatever the reason, it is a gift that you can give yourself every day, an opportunity to start your day with intention and mindfulness. By turning inward during these hours, you are embracing the quietude that allows true peace to emerge from within you. This practice is not just about reading or chanting. It is about embodying the teachings, letting them become a part of who you are. As you engage in this practice, ask yourself, how does this resonate with my current state of mind? What lessons can I draw from these teachings to apply in my life today? By reflecting on these questions, you deepen your understanding and create a personal connection to the teachings. You are not just following a tradition, you are actively participating in your spiritual growth. As you continue this practice, you may notice subtle changes in your life, a greater sense of calm, an increased ability to handle stress, and a deeper appreciation for the present moment. So, the next time you find yourself awake between 3 to 5 a.m., take it as a sign, an invitation to connect with something greater than yourself. Open your heart to the teachings, let the words of the Buddha guide you, and allow the stillness of the early morning to bring you closer to the peace and clarity you seek. Remember, this time is a gift, and how you choose to use it can profoundly impact your spiritual journey. As we reach the conclusion of our journey today, reflecting on the deeper significance of conclusion, if you wake up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., do these 3 things. Waking up between 3 and 5 in the morning, I hope these Buddhist teachings have provided you with profound insights and a renewed perspective. These early hours, often seen as mere interruptions in sleep, are actually sacred moments that offer us a unique gateway to spiritual awakening and personal growth. The stillness of the world around us at this time allows for an unparalleled connection to our inner selves and the universe. Whether through meditation, journaling, or the recitation of sacred scriptures, these practices are not just ways to pass the time, but powerful tools to cultivate mindfulness, peace, and a deeper understanding of our existence. In the quiet of the early morning, when the veil between the physical and spiritual realms is thinnest, you have the opportunity to engage in practices that can transform your life. These moments are invitations to explore the depths of your soul, to connect with the divine, and to nurture the wisdom within. As the Buddha teaches us, every moment is a chance to grow, to learn, and to awaken to the truth of our being. By embracing these early hours with intention and mindfulness, you are not only setting a positive tone for the day ahead, but also laying the foundation for a life of greater awareness and spiritual fulfillment. As you continue on your path, remember that these nighttime awakenings are not disturbances but gifts. They are gentle nudges from the universe, urging you to look inward, to reflect, and to align your actions with your higher purpose. The practices we've discussed today, whether it's meditation, yoga, journaling, or chanting, are all ways to harness the energy of these early hours and channel it into your personal and spiritual development. If this exploration has resonated with you and you found value in the teachings shared, I invite you to become an active participant in our community. Please take a moment to like this video and share it with others who might benefit from these insights. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the Journey of Wisdom to stay connected with our growing community. By subscribing and turning on the notification bell, you'll ensure that you never miss out on our future content, where we continue to delve into the rich and timeless wisdom of Buddhism and explore how it can illuminate our lives today. Thank you for being part of this journey. Your presence and participation are what make this community vibrant and meaningful. Together, Let's continue to explore, learn, and grow, embracing each moment as an opportunity to deepen our understanding and cultivate a life of peace, wisdom, and fulfillment. May the insights gained today guide you on your path, bringing you closer to the peace and clarity that lies within.